So clearly we have come a long way from the traditional holiday gathering. Tory Shulman
Happy
is
Thanksgiving!
here on Thanksgiving. Our one guest
pop
today.
culture expert.
That's
We were just
exactly
talking
right.
about that. How do you become a pop culture expert?
You watch a lot of TV, and you blog a lot, and that's about it.
You know, I kind of agree with Zoreen because we've both covered these things like time and time again. And like once you start to get into that sort of like frenetic like energy and you're like, all right, is this a deal? Like maybe since I'm here, I should just like partake and get the TV for $500.
Yeah, it's a really divided line right now, and I went online and I read a lot of social media, and a lot of people are saying it's great for the economy, it helps employment, you get the jobs, the sales out faster, and I totally understand that. And then a lot of people are like, you're ruining my Thanksgiving, I can't see my family. Now, technically, it's called Gray Thursday.
What?
So instead of Black Friday, we're doing a little bit of a shade lighter. And
Are you making this
no,
up?
I swear to God, it's all over. I'm an
Gray
expert.
Thursday.
Okay, I'm an expert. It's a Gray Thursday, and it started mainly because the stores online would already be open. So then they started, and now it's like JCPenney's open at 3 on Thanksgiving. So it's this new way of trying to get a lot of retail have their percentages go up. And on a business side, and I've worked a lot in retail, I definitely understand. It does give you a tremendous advantage. However, do you want to be spending this time with your family? Now, some people do this as a family. They wait in line, they camp. This is their Thanksgiving.
their
no
tradition.
judgment. Yeah, this is their
Right.
tradition.
Listen,
I like
if that's what you
stuffing.
wanna do,
Right, that's fine.
Right, it's not like not committing a crime here, right?
Totally.
That
They're
you wanna,
enjoying
like,
each other.
Cook your turkey like outside, and that's fine.
Totes.
Yeah, but
I
the
think
argument
people
is
do.
at Thanksgiving, you spend it with your family at
Right.
home.
And it shouldn't be
if
about
that becomes
material
regular,
things,
then
right.
it's just going to be another
Yeah.
regular Thursday.
Correct. And I think it should be about giving thanks instead of material gifts. But then again, I would be thankful for the great TV.
Right. But you know, there's been sort of like a reverse in this trend because a lot of stores are now deciding like, look, we're going to let our employees stay home. Thanksgiving, you should be home.
Yeah,
REI.
I call
one
them
of
the hipster stores. They're like doing it before it was
REI,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, go outside, people.
Do
right?
it. And I definitely think they got an advantage from standing out. So now it's whoever stands out the most, who opens earliest, who doesn't open.
Right.
You're just trying to get the spot where people will get
Sure.
to you most.
But that's the big question now. Is like, are you really, really, really getting the deal
Right.
on the day on Thanksgiving?
I've been
Now with the
shopping
internet,
on Black Fridays, and I can never get a really
Yeah.
good deal.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like, what am I here for?
Exactly. Now I have to do Hanukkah. That starts December 6th.
oh,
I'm going way early. So I'm at
Wow.
Nordstrom's online today, and there's great deals already. Cyber Monday.
question.
Yeah.
So you get a gift like every day, right? For like how many days?
For 8.
Now, does it?
Nice.
Do you
Read
get?
read
Is
the
it like?
Old Testament.
I know. Is it like small? Is it like smaller gifts?
you trying to
or are you
switch now?
like?
Yeah,
well,
right.
Listen.
Conversion.
I don't know.
It is usually small gifts, like I'll get some really funny socks, maybe on a day. Maybe a couple of headbands.
Wow.
But usually around the 8th day is when you get your like, oh, a bracelet, okay.
Your
okay.
family is so zany.
I know. Wacky.
All right, I want to ask you about this. Donald Trump.
Yeah.
We have to ask about Donald Trump on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Now, Gina's so happy about this.
Well, we just do a Donald Trump every single day, it seems like. You know, it's
Well,
like, come on,
he's-
enough already.
listen,
He's the
Enough.
leader. He's the leader.
He is the leader.
Yeah.
And
We're
look what
gonna focus
happened
on
here.
every
Okay, so
stupid thing he does.
facing new criticism here, he's being accused of mocking a disabled reporter. Trump was defending his claim that Muslims in New Jersey had cheered the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center. Trump said a reporter who happened to be disabled, that he got it all wrong. Look.
Right after a couple of good paragraphs, it's talking about northern New Jersey draws the prober's eye, written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
We were like in elementary school
my
when
gosh.
I mean, seriously,
Bully.
when your mom just slapped you silly,
right.
for doing
That's
something like
exactly
that.
right.
The reporter he was talking about is Serge Kovaleski, who now works for the New York Times.
Kovaleski suffers from arthrogryposis, a condition that affects movement in the arms and hands, and that's why some say that Trump was waving spastically. Now, the New York Times is demanding an apology, saying, "We think it's outrageous that he would ridicule the appearance of one of our reporters."
And of course, Trump, he's denying it.
Of course.
Of
That's
course.
what he always does. He's denying any mockery. He released a statement to NBC News that, for one, he thinks, well, he got the name wrong, Kowalski.
Classy, real classy.
And he also claims ignorance of the reporter's condition. He put this out, quote, "I don't know if he is J.J. Watt or Muhammad Ali in his prime. If Mr. Kowalski is handicapped, I would not know because I do not know what he looks like," end quote. Okay, so there you go. He's claiming, I didn't know.
Well, you know, Kowalski actually was on Trump's following him from 1987 to 1989 during his financial setbacks. So he does know who he is, and it'd be very odd. He has a great memory for names and faces. It was clear to me that he was sort of mocking him. I know he's mocked Charles Krauthammer, the other, political pundit, by saying, "Why should I be told something by a guy who can't buy his own pants?" And he's in a wheelchair.
He seems to be an equal opportunity mocker.
Totally.
Right? It doesn't matter who you are.
No, he'll raise
doesn't matter
you down.
what class you are. It doesn't. Yeah.
No, he acts first and then maybe denies later. But he's the bully on the on the kids' court, and he's really the guy that just makes fun of you and then says what? He's like Biff from Back to the Future. Pop culture-wise, this is Biff.
And the things he just denies. It's like, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. And he said he was mocking a reporter, or mocking reporters.
The flustered reporter. Right. And the problem is I say all these things and they're terrible, and then he goes up in the polls.
Yeah.
So it's this.
Well, that's because also look at us. We're talking about him.
He's leading.
And
we have to be
always
talking about him.
But we're almost helping him.
Yeah.
There is something to say where there's flame to the fire, but I do think when you're the leading RNC candidate, we have to address these issues. And I also think it's a way of looking at the RNC going downhill really fast, which he called the New York Times going down real fast.
I don't know. He was mocking a reporter. Have you ever done that before? Have you ever had these convulsions?
I do a lot of gesturing. Do you guys do that often? Is that what you guys do?
Oh, sometimes. Black Friday stories.
Yeah.
Just go crazy. All right, so we want to know what you think. Thank you, Tori.
Of course.
By the way, for coming in on Thanksgiving.
Of course.